6, 7, live. See, I got 4 minutes over here. How the fuck did 4 minutes pop up?
What? You should be doing some weird stuff.
That shit is weird as fuck. But yeah, whoever watching, trip, fall, slide, and bump into the like button, and get back up, and then suddenly trip into the subscribe button. That's all. Do that, please. All right, but go ahead, Dre. What was you talking about, man?
So this was something I wanted to kind of touch on yesterday when we were talking about, artists being paid their worth, or when oh boy kind of talked about artists like seeking out like money in the audience and everything like that, and different ways they could do it. This is me creating fan art, but doing something different.
Okay.
So each character here, this is a fusion of Dormammu and Hades from Hercules.
Fuck.
This one, Juggernaut and Wreck-It Ralph. This one, Rapunzel and Medusa from the Inhumans. We got Kitty Pryde and Mulan, but instead of drawing their dragons, I actually created them in like forms of energy.
Right.
Okay. And then Sinister Jafar, Mr. Sinister and Jafar, kind of self-explanatory.
That's wrong. Sinister Jafar.
And then the next one I'm doing is Spider Maul, Scarlet Spider and Darth Maul from Star Wars.
Yeah.
So what I was originally doing, I actually created a story on how these characters like came to fuse together, but they're not random. They have something in common, which is why I put them together. Whether it may be something simple like minor details here and there, they have something in common. But the fact that I was able to take their properties and do something completely unique, because if you search the internet, you'll see people put like Disney characters and Marvel costumes just randomly. Like you'll get Lilo and Stitch, where Stitch is in a little Wolverine outfit or some shit like that. Just random little cute shit. Whereas there's a method to what I'm doing here. So when I see shit like What If, their What If series, and the fact that they're doing the same shit they've already been doing for so long, but an artist like me could come along, grab your properties and do something completely unique. Like, why the fuck do I care about what you're putting in my face right now?
Yeah. and that's why I tried to explain. Yes, do I need to create a lounge? My bad. Create a lounge or search for a lounge?
You can create one. I can jump in there.
Okay. That's what I was trying to. Let's do 5 rounds. That's what I was trying to say. Like, you can't map out these movies, show me these movies for 10 years, and then switch the characters around and show me again. Like, you can't do that. That's not the same. That's not the same as this What If book that I got. What if Spider-Man joined the Fantastic Four? Okay, let's tell that story. What if? What was the other one? Hold on. Matter of fact,
that's in the actual book.
Yeah, like if it was the Fantastic Five, or how about the Fantastic Four with different powers?
Hey, stop.
Daredevil's secret exposed. Cap and Bucky surviving World War II, the first time Jane Foster wielded the hammer. You see what I'm saying? Like, we're not telling you a story that we just. I feel like we just seen those from 2008 on. We've seen those movies. If what if Thanos actually like snapped his fingers and showed us his life on a ranch? That'll be a whole different story.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, what happens? Thanos won. Okay, cool. Let's see what happens after that. What he has to deal with the Celestials, the one above all, or anything. You have a whole different story you can tell me. You're not gonna say, "What if Thanos lost? Let's show you the movie again." I, I don't like that, nigga. Just switch some stuff around and show you the same shit. Nah, but
Yeah,
yeah, kudos to you, nigga, like for even having that thought of doing something different. You're not showing me the same thing I've seen already.
yeah, and I'm basically working on building my audience first with fan art because people don't know my unique characters, so they're going to be drawn to something more familiar,
Yeah.
and that's basically what I've been doing with this.
Low man want to see me with the mask on. I'm not gonna do it. Not right now. No. Like, nigga, please put this Batman mask on, nigga.
Street Fighter, right?
Yes, sir. Or since some niggas ain't on, if you want to get some Tekken cracking, nigga, we could do that.
I'll always play Tekken over Street Fighter.
Okay, yeah, let's get it.
Always.
Because them niggas ain't on right now, so we gonna do this. Nigga.
What's up, mama?
We about to get some scraps on, so if y'all like scraps, I'm about to scrap this nigga right here.
Hey, calm down. I'm getting crazy.
What you doing, bruh? Oh, okay. Yeah, when niggas don't show up when they know that there's beef, I'm gonna automatically call that scared. Nigga. That's only way you can put that. It's being scared. So, Rocks and Carl, I'm calling you out, man. Y'all sound like I look scared, man. We got leftover DBZ smoke. I don't give a fuck what them niggas is talking about. Even if you can do Boo, because I feel like Boo did pop up out of nowhere. You can do Boo. You're not gonna give you gonna give me my cell, man. I'm gonna take that by force, straight up, because that was fantastic. I love Raditz showing up. I loved all that. I loved Vegeta showing up. Loved all that. The Captain Ginyu shit I can do without. I mean, yeah, I can do without that shit.
The Ginyu Force.
Yeah, the Ginyu Force. Fuck them niggas. I love the Frieza shit. I love the Android shit. I love the Cell shit. Period.
On that book. Pick it up.
It started to get cookie cutter after Cell. If I feel like if they would have ended Dragon Ball Z after Cell, I would have been perfect. Perfect. Majin Buu, even though the Majin Buu shit's still hard, but there's a lot going there, and they're just like, nah. But I want my shit back in blood. Yeah.
Majin Buu didn't have as much depth as Cell, but there was a lot of shit that happened in that series, in that particular part of the series, definitely.
Yes, and you know what? I'm gonna go back on my fucking gripes, but I love the fact that he created a tournament. Now, before motherfuckers want to run down my neck, the fact that he has the cells of the Saiyans in him is his crave for wanting a challenge.
Yeah. Yep.
So I'm willing to beat all y'all ass to prove that I'm that nigga. That's in his blood. It was fire. It was fire. Period. So I don't think it was lazy writing. I think it was a great way when you have I'm gonna put it this way. It was a fucking brilliant way to continue the story after Frieza. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
And I don't get, and he's gonna have to get on here and explain to me. I don't get Rox's what he's talking about. Like I don't get. So if anywhere in Cell series, if they would have mentioned Dr. Gero, it would have been okay then.
Like if they were to mention Cell at some point before he actually showed up. Like,
What is that? Why does that change everything? I don't get
I
that
don't
part.
that doesn't change anything for me. It's so his thing is the villain being introduced, and even if they're not there. So the example I was using earlier, My Hero Academia, you got One for All.
I don't
He
know what
had
the fuck that's about, nigga, but go ahead.
basically their main villain, One for All, scrapped with one of the main characters already, All Might. All Might won. They locked One for All up. He's still in the series in the background. So
Okay.
now you have the League of Villains where you can introduce all these other villains that they're constantly at war with all the main characters, and they do all this character building and shit like that.
Okay.
That's what he's going with. The fact that that villain's already there, and then 900 episodes down the line, he can finally come back because now somebody's strong enough to beat him.
Okay. Now, that's dope. Now, if you can find a way to create a story out of thin air, I don't think that's lazy writing. That's creative writing. If you could give me a story that I can believe, oh, okay, that's dope. Oh, okay, I see why he's here now. I think that's dope. And I'm waiting for them. Man, where the smoke at, man?
Yeah.
You niggas are supposed to be on here, man. Where the smoke at, man?
Yeah, because I ain't got a problem with either way, but they're trying to make it seem like it's lazy writing just because they're not using the same format. Nah, that's bullshit.
Yeah, that cookie cutter format is the reason why we're in the position we're in with the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Exactly.
That's the reason why we're here with that bullshit. Because that's what you expect from story writing. Man, there's so many ways to tell stories. Do we understand? Here's another thing. Do we understand that there are so many ways to tell stories, that being one of them? Creating something from nothing. You had nothing? Okay, you created something. That's brilliant. I don't give a fuck man, where the smoke at, man? Where matter of fact, where are these niggas at, man? I need that smoke. And I need to smoke with you on this Tekken. So, nigga, where you at, nigga?
I sent you.
Where are you at? Oh, nah, you didn't send me no invite, nigga. You scared, nigga. Hold on. Niggas be scared of me, nigga. Okay, there you go, nigga.
Yeah. Nigga lied.
Yeah, and I'm off that. You know what I'm saying?
Like we was in the heat of the moment talking about the DBZ shit, so you didn't see it.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like. I see a bunch of views and no likes. Hit the like, stop watching and like that shit, man. Hey, but let's get it cracking.
I need to put this up here too. Let me turn this stream on. Almost.
Oh yeah, where that? Yeah, throw me that link, by the way. Let's throw that up on the page. I really appreciate y'all jumping on here 2 times in a row. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. And this is something totally different. We scrapping. We settling our differences. I got a little frustrated. I'm a little frustrated about yesterday's show, so I'm gonna scrap somebody to get my shit off. You know what I'm saying? It's a great way to release that frustration that I had from yesterday's show. Feel me?
Shit, Tekken has always been my outlet like that too.
Yeah, man. I'm beating some ass, man. And I got a heavy bag in the back that I go fuck up, nigga, when I got a problem with somebody, you know what I'm saying?
That's why I'm glad my the gym downstairs actually has one too.
Yeah. Nice.
And this shit.
Oh, y'all got a gym over there in the complex?
Yeah.
Oh, fire. I'm smashing this, right? I'm gonna call for another one. My daughter went to some Khalees went to some damn sleepover. And I'm like, man, I want to know who everybody is. I came up in the spot like, yo, who's everybody? Let me see. I don't want to know old man, know nothing around this motherfucker, man. Hey, motherfuckers be like, you call her too much. You too worried. I'm not worried enough, nigga. I calls. What you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, don't play that shit, man. Hey, you need to share the screen so I can share this ass whooping with you, nigga. I got an ass whooping.
Yeah.
I got an ass whooping over here for you. Hey, maybe I should stop, nigga. I should know my. And you gonna? Oh, I thought you picked King right now. I was about to say, nigga, do not do that. Yeah, you have to be somebody else. You have to be somebody else, nigga.
All right. Hold on. Let me go to my channel.
I think this is Roxanne. Oh, this nigga.
No, that's Carl.
He's sitting in the dark. This nigga ain't playing today, nigga.
I told you.
That nigga said, I ain't playing, man.
I told you.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this right now. On days that we got smoke and niggas don't show up, I'm gonna automatically consider the niggas is scared. So I'm gonna just let niggas know. I'm gonna just let niggas know, man.
Yeah, nigga, I already said it. I was knocked the fuck out.
Yeah. Hey, man.
All right, there we go. We got it up.
We need that sleep.
Hey,
What up?
probably thinking about hitting the sandbar after this.
Oh, that sounds pretty nice.
Dog, I need some R&R. I'm gonna get some R and fucking R. And I got tomorrow off too, so yep. Sandbar it is.
Hey, my guy.
My guy.
I might have to fuck with you, my guy.
What?
I might be fucking with you tonight.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I might fuck with you.
All right. I'm hitting it, my nigga. I'm all over that.
Let me see how things transpire in the next hour. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I might have to fuck.
I'm saying I'm heading up, so you more than welcome. We can link it and make it a thing, my nigga. So
while I'm off that thing.
While you off that thing, my nigga.
Hey, so my little homie,
yeah,
you know what I'm talking about. My little homie at the sushi spot hit me. I was like, you coming in today and tomorrow? I was like, you know what? Hey, now that you just said that, I'm like, you know what? Might as well make a little slide by. You know what I'm saying?
At this sushi, they got some good ass sushi.
Oh, nigga, that shit was bomb. Nigga. That shit was bomb.
God damn, they got some bomb ass.
Is it not letting you ready up again?
Hey, what are y'all in, my nigga? I'm gonna hit the store with my mom. No, I mean, what are y'all in as far as what are y'all in? What is that thing? That site? What is that?
Yeah. Fuck all that. Yo, what's up? DBZ, nigga.
DBZ?
What's up?
Oh, yeah.
Don't act like you. Oh, you forgot?
We talking that DBZ.
Oh, yeah. What's up?
You motherfucking right. We can talk some DBZ shit.
Okay. Real quick. How is it lazy writing when you coming up with something out of nothing?
It's not.
Watch him. Can't explain that part.
The blue.
Nigga, you got too far from the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Lost.
Hey, scared. Nigga. I call that scared.
Okay, so they started with Dragon Ball, my nigga.
Okay.
They started with Dragon Ball.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they started with Dragon Ball, man. And then
keep saying
the
that.
Red Ribbon Army saga story in Dragon Ball. They never alluded to anything else.
Okay, why does alluding to anything have anything? Why does that have anything to do with anything? Alluding.
What you mean?
Why does that have anything to do with anything?
They didn't allude to anything. They didn't allude to anything. They just pops up, here's Cell, and then they go, let's put this backstory attached to that. Like I said to you earlier, they came up with the concept of Cell, and all that other shit was an afterthought. It was like Cell. Okay, well, how do we make him relevant in Dragon Ball? Well, let's throw him. Let's say the evil Dr. Gero. He's a science experiment, right? Well, Dr. Gero created that science experiment.
Stop right there. Why is that lazy?
So
Why is that
what?
lazy writing? How is that lazy writing?
Because it's not anything. It's like what Rox was talking about. It's a pop-up. It's like, here we need a bad guy. Let's throw him in there. Here's a bad guy. All right, how do you make him fit? All right, well here's a way to make him fit. Because I want to say, the Cell Saga. Well, was that in the manga?
The Cell Saga?
It popped
It all
up
was.
yeah,
All of it. All of it was.
all of it was in the manga, right?
Yeah.
I don't think it was in there the same though.
What do you mean? Okay.
I don't think it was. I think there was a deviation. Like, you know how the manga is different from the actual anime?
Yeah.
I think that's the case. I think it was just, I don't think it was the same type of storyline. I think it was drastically different.
Regardless, if it is different, let's say it is different. What was on screen, I don't see how you can come up with that being lazy writing because they didn't mention them prior.
It's the same trope over and over again, except for, like I said, apart from Frieza, it's just the same. Oh, we got another bad guy to fight. And it happened fast. Like, they just whooped old boy, and then here comes fucking Trunks at the end of the damn episode. Like, I'm from the future. Like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Somebody ass. Goku's
Trunks,
gonna die.
Nobody even knew about Trunks.
Heart attack. He's not gonna make it.
Do you like Trunks?
Fucking love Trunks. He's dope.
Okay, so he's a nigga that popped out of nowhere. Why you don't got a problem with him? Why you don't got a problem with him?
More to come on that. I don't know. I like Trunks. I think he's raw. I think he's a raw character. I just don't like the fact of how this just the big bad just pops up out of nowhere. We have no time to prepare.
Okay,
Goku's gonna have a heart attack and die.
Even though there was that's what I'm talking about. Like, why? How is that? They set it up. They even gave it its own movie. Trunks got his own movie explaining the backstory. And it all was tight. So I don't see like how. Okay, hey, Carl, you're a writer yourself, my guy, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So say you don't have an avenue. Say you don't have an avenue on something.
Yeah.
And out of nowhere, you create something. Is that not the same thing that they did after they didn't have a direction to go with Frieza? Let's just say they didn't.
That sounds like it. It sounds about right.
Hold on. Now, by creating something out of nothing, is that not creativity in its purest form? Creating something out of nothing.
Yes, it is. In a sense, it absolutely is. I can't even take away from that. Yeah, you're right.
So in that sense, I can't give you lazy writing. It's not lazy writing when you do shit like that.
But I got 13 character, or not 13 characters. I have 13 comics altogether. I got a shit ton of characters. I got characters I've been fucking with since 96, my nigga. Like, if I was to say, okay, I have a current, I don't know. It's like I would take one of those characters out of that time frame and just stick it in my book and say, you know what? I used to draw this dude named Hog when I was a kid. I think he's gonna go here. Like, that's what I felt like it was. I felt like it was inserted.
That's horrible.
I don't feel like it was a part of the story. I feel like it was such a deviation from everything. And I mean, granted, you're right. They're from the future. I get it. That's dope. You know what I mean? I get it. It's different from any Dragon Ball Z story trope that you ran into.
And
I totally
it's
understand.
It's a parallel universe. So these things are happening differently within the universe that they live in. In Trunks' universe, this was going down.
That's how you feel? Okay. I can dig it so far. And that's another thing. That's another fucking thing. The nigga fixes the whole shit and then goes back to fucking more bullshit. Is everything all right, Mom? No. Everybody's still dead. The world is ending. The fuck we do all that shit for? That was the main reason.
Hold on, I could tell you why. Because
it
gave him the training to go back and defeat those androids.
To do what?
to get rid of them niggas. So they could be the only people on Earth.
Nigga, and that's without Cell even happening. That's just with the androids.
Yeah, that's lazy writing to you too?
That's bullshit. We did all this shit for nothing at the end. What do you mean? So he turned into Super Saiyan 1.5? Nigga, that's what it was.
No. He had Super Saiyan. He was at like Super Saiyan 2. He was Super Saiyan 2.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Just to get to Super Saiyan 2 so he can easily thwart the 2 androids whose ass he kicked from earlier. Actually,
no,
they didn't even
whooping
die.
his ass.
17 didn't make it. 18 did. I want to say.
Hey, why I keep being
Bruce Lee and getting your ass whooped?
Yeah. I keep being him. I don't want this dude, man.
Yeah, nigga, how wrong and shit, nigga.
I think that.
No, I want how wrong. Oh, okay.
You want with how wrong?
No,
okay.
I love how wrong. Come on, man. Let's get it.
Yeah, I know,
yeah. I disagree, and I think I forever.
I just don't like that shit was just I forgot about the total back end of that story. Like when he goes back, it's shit's even more fucked up, and he has to walk, walking out there trying to fuck niggas up. And then at the end of it, she's like, "Gohan is dead." Of course he is. They fucked his ass up on the way out. He only had one arm anyway, and they took my nigga's arm away.
And he can turn Super Saiyan. Hey, he didn't have his pops, man. I see. I got a lot of. I got a lot of things to go against that. He didn't have his dad, nigga, so he wasn't the same fighter, man. Hey, you can't. Nah.
But isn't that the whole point of being a Saiyan? Is to evolve past whatever point you were. Hell,
yeah,
Goku's dad damn near whooped his ass. But that
whoa, wait, hold on. Let me. Hey, Dre, go ahead and whoop my ass. Wait, what the fuck you talking about? Nigga? He didn't have his pops.
He did have his pops.
His
Goku
pops
did
is
fight
the
his
one.
Father.
Who?
He did not fight his father in Tree of Life.
No. We're not talking about Tree of Life. I'm talking about the android.
And that was Turles. That wasn't Bardock.
That was Bardock, wasn't it?
No, that was Turles.
No, that was Turles. He was Goku's brother. I hate a lot of continuity that has to do with those movies. We're not talking about the movies, but we will talk about we will talk about that android movie because that was made indirect, specifically made for that saga. Now, and I felt like it was made great. Okay, now, if your dad, the nigga that taught you everything, died of a heart attack, you're not going to be the same fighter. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about? His dad died in that future of a heart attack. He's not going to be the same fighter.
Of course.
So him getting the one and not being able to be prepared for those androids is warranted. Him losing his arm and him training Trunks the best of his ability, he's not going to be the same Gohan. So I don't get how you saying like he beat his ass. Of course, they're supposed to.
He should be a more savage Gohan. His
why?
Ass should be savage as fuck. Because it's the end times, nigga. That's what being a Saiyan is about. It's evolution.
He was only savage because of Goku. They showed you that in the Cell series. He was only that way because of Goku's training.
No, let's get it correct. What? He's only savage because of Piccolo's training. That's the only reason he's savage. Piccolo's more of a dad to that nigga than Goku. Thank you.
Hold on. No, we talking Cell saga. We talking about
we talking about Cell
time chamber when Goku was training him.
Yes, he trained him for what? The hyperbolic time chamber was like 3 years? It was 3 days on the outside?
It was 1 day, but it was like 3 years or a year. It was a day.
It was a year. 1 day in there is a year.
Yeah.
I think they stayed in there for like 3 days. I think
they stayed in there for 3 days, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so my because he came out older. My thing is that was the training that mattered when it came from Goku.
Okay,
that's the training that mattered. So if we go back in time, and I mean if we go back to the,
but that's what
go ahead.
Even that is some old get out of jail free card shit. Like
I clearly just laid it out. I clearly laid it out, and you're still gonna try to trump it.
We still know Piccolo. Was the better motherfucking dad of this little nigga, and now we gotta give him a fucking continuity switch. So
hey, look at this nigga. Look at this nigga Carl. This nigga Carl talking about being a father. Look at this nigga, man. He gonna try to go that route. That's whack, nigga. Nah,
that's
nigga, we're not going there. We're not going there.
We gotta make up because we see this nigga's a terrible dad. Let's have him spend 3 years together one day. Let's clear all that shit up. nigga, you see it too. That's why your ass laughing. Fuck out of here.
I'm laughing because you trying that. I mean, it's true.
Hell
but
no,
that don't
it's
make
true.
it. That don't. Hey, but that don't have nothing to do with the lazy writing part. That's what I'm stuck on. You and Rox keep saying lazy writing. I don't think that's lazy writing. I felt like they gave it a proper backstory, proper story explained, and it was tight. All three of those caveats together is
okay. I'll take one of them. I tried my best to take this one away. It was too fucking long. That series was long as fuck. Because then you had the Cell, you had all that shit being created. Then you had the fucking Cell saga. Then not the Cell saga. Then you had the tournament right after that. So they fought all three androids, which took forever. And then on top of that, you had to fight Cell, which took forever. I think that fucking series was way too fucking long. Are we going
to talk about the Frieza saga?
That was necessary. I went on that adventure happily.
That shit was long.
It was long as fuck, but it wasn't hard to watch. The only part that was hard to watch was the very end when Frieza was fighting Goku and they had that last transformation. He finally turned fucking Super Saiyan. What
was hard to watch about the Cell saga? I think that's the best saga out of all of them.
So.
Better than Frieza? No. Better than Vegeta? Better than Raditz? Better than Boo? It was the best one. The whole Android and Cell shit.
I'll give you that. Boo was irritating as fuck.
I love this. Cell. Right now, I'm looking at the Cell.
You're backing me in a corner here. I'm painting myself in a corner. I can't even argue with you. I can't even really. I'll admit that right now. I'm gonna admit that first. But
I felt like it was more interesting because I remember being captivated by the fact, these androids, what the fuck? Dr. Rose, the android? Oh, this thing is whack. These niggas are tight. And how 18 just came out and whooped her up some Vegeta. Hey, they've been doing my dude wrong for a long time.
I mean, broke his arm right away, just like crack.
Cracked this shit.
First things first, I'm fucking you up, nigga.
Wasn't that Rox that asked that too? Why everybody likes Vegeta so much?
Yeah, he said.
I love Vegeta. That's my character.
Let me ask you why though.
Because I have my reason. Like I said, he don't get it easy. He's not. That's what his ego would. It's like his character is like diametrically opposed. So he thinks because he's a prince, he's supposed to be all this shit easily. But then because he's the Prince of all Saiyans, so he's like, okay, this is I'm supposed to be the first one. I'm supposed to be this. I'm supposed to be that. But at the end of it, you're the one that's working the hardest to achieve that goal. Anywhere Goku has to be, he has to bust his ass to get to where Goku is. Except for maybe, all of them. He had to bust his ass to achieve the next. But he continues to have that ego about him to say, okay, well, I'm the Prince of all Saiyans. Well, nigga, no, you're not really.
Is it the ego that we like?
No, it's not the ego. It's the hard work I like. Because he's still.
It's the fact that he is the most developed character in Dragon Ball Z. Period.
He is actually.
There's nobody like we see Goku put in work, but he gets highlighted by plot armor and shit too. Vegeta. He earns his flowers, and even in the background, they give Vegeta shit that Goku never did. Like his like the Super Saiyan God form where his hair turns red. He achieved that in the manga. They never actually showed that in the show.
Right, he just had it all of a sudden. Both of them had it.
And then the Dragon Ball Broly movie, he had it. And that shit was fire.
Hey, I love that movie.
Nigga, I couldn't wait to watch that shit. But here's something that Zach.
I was in the theater like
Nigga, let me tell you, bro. Let me tell you something. Hey, here's something Zach kind of put me on to too when we were talking on the phone. That nigga said, he said basically that there's a correlation between the subconscious and the conscious mind between Vegeta and Goku. Like Ultra Instinct is more the subconscious mind, and the Ultra Ego is more of the conscious mind. You know what I'm saying? So they're correlating that in there too, and I thought that was actually pretty fucking deep.
That's I thought that was known information.
Well, I don't know.
It's not really called Ultra Ego. He's really using destruction power. He was being sarcastic when he said Ultra Ego. I don't know if you're reading those manga chapters.
No,
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not.
I'm not either. I just heard about it, and I didn't know about there was an ultra ego or whatever the fuck it was called.
No.
What he
something
said.
sarcastic. He said.
Oh, he was being sarcastic. Okay.
Yeah. So,
but still, even
Vegeta has the same power that Beerus has now. That's what he's working.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So he
Wait,
uses
what?
destruction now.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You had to think about that for a second.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's what she was talking about.
Yeah. So Vegeta's on a path to destruction. So, I don't know if I'll get in trouble if I pull up those manga slides or not.
Hey, I know you'll get in trouble for telling me because I'm gonna go read it. I'm gonna go read it. Nigga, let me go read that.
All right. I'll leave it there then. But basically, everything you were saying, Carl, up to this point, and you actually touched on this with Cell as well. They're giving Vegeta that love for battle again, and they're writing him like that, and it's so fucking dope. It's dope.
Yeah. And I mean, that's what I feel like they gave him in Super when he was fighting in the tournament too. I mean, granted, it's garbage, but that's what it seemed like. It seemed like he had a love for battling, even teaching the young man, the other cat, how to being his mentor or whatever the fuck.
No, this is different.
It's different. He's savage.
This is unbridled, unchained Vegeta doing what the fuck he loves.
That's what I'm talking about. And fucking shit up. That's my nigga right there. I swear to God.
I want to see this nigga fuck Goku up on some heads up shit. I hate it. I'm gonna tell you something I hated about the Buu saga. I got whenever I get a little irritated, I put down whatever's in my hand. Nigga, hold on, let me put this shit down.
Hey, do y'all got the link for this?
Link for what?
Yeah, it's in the chat.
Right? Okay, cool.
Okay, my bad. My bad. Let me grab that motherfucker.
It's all good.
So I hate the fact that when he fought Goku, when he had the M on his head and shit, come to find out Goku wasn't really giving it his all. It's like, man, why y'all keep doing that, man? They was going heads up and come to find out he needed that M on his head. It's like it's always some kind of fucking little trope that y'all try to throw in there to let y'all know that Goku is stronger than Vegeta always, and I don't like that.
But that's what I'm saying. It's the shit like that where his ego comes into play, where Vegeta's ego comes into play, because he's more like, okay, I'm the strongest, saying I deserve this. Like, he didn't work. That's one time I can say he didn't work hard for that shit. He said, all I need is this M on my head, and I can kick ass and take names. Oh shit, let's go. Like, that's that shit that used to irritate me about his character. Is that he, if there was an easy way to get it, he would take the easy fucking way. And that's the shit that I didn't like about Vegeta for a long time. But I'll say that now I started digging his character more and more after that. Buu saga. Well, no, that was after the Buu saga. So I kind of, I don't know. Super's garbage. Period. But I did like the tournament. I like the tournament. I like the character in the movie. That's Vegeta to me. Like, that's when he fought Beerus, because he slapped the shit out of fucking Bulma. That shit was that nigga ripped shit, lost his fucking mind. Got his ass whooped, but he lost that. That's what you're supposed to do, nigga.
Like,
again, character development. Something
right, exactly. That's the fuck you're supposed to do. Nigga flip.
Hey, that nigga watches out for his family, regardless.
Yeah, that's the answer. Hey, you can't be mad.
Hold up. I do like how many times Goku has lost. I do like that.
Oh yeah.
Man.
You don't like that, Carl? This nigga had one of the ugliest faces ever. That nigga fuck what you talking about?
Listen. I can't stand. It's so easy for this nigga. Like, I can't stand the fact that it's so fucking easy for this nigga.
He lost many times.
He lost, but he comes right the fuck back. And he comes back just in time to save the fucking day. Like, that's the shit.
He lost against Beerus in a heads-up scrap. He lost. He clearly lost.
But he didn't die. But did he die?
You want him to be gone forever? Is that what you're telling me?
No, my nigga, listen. Here's my thing. He fought Beerus. This is the god of fucking destruction. Granted, you got Super Saiyan God mode and all the other crazy shit. But this is the god of destruction. I feel like sometimes they OP these characters
and they don't give them the power that's necessary to be OP. So there should be no tangling with the god of destruction. There should be no fucking I know he clearly lost, but at the same time, like, it shouldn't even have gone that far. Like, this nigga whooped Vegeta with no problem, and then he gets his hand on Goku, and it's like, oh, now I got a little bit of I got a competition here. Let me. Nah, nigga,
that wasn't a competition.
It wasn't.
From what they showed, that shit was child's play to Beerus still. There's no competition there.
We're gonna come right back, but I just want to know. So, what y'all think of the Internals?
The trailer?
What's happening in the MCU?
Woo, buddy!
Hold on.
I've been talking shit.
That's coming out of nowhere like a motherfucker.
I think I was talking big shit. You heard me. I'm like, I'm gonna sleep through the whole fucking next 21 years or however long they got this motherfucking series, phase 4. I'm like, wake me up when it's over. I posted that, as a matter of fact, on Facebook. I was like, wake me up when it's over. Because,
my guy's in here. Guy's in here.
Oh, here you go.
Yeah. Hey, you missed the whole lazy writing talk, nigga. I think Carl's with us now. You know what I'm saying? We've converted him.
They turned me. They turned me. They turned me. I can't even fake. They turned me like a motherfucker. I was like, I was dead ass like, wait a minute, but y'all make some pretty good points. What's
up, Rock?
There is no good point when you can just magically make up a character out of nowhere, and you think it's okay to just like, well, if we attach this person to this guy, then it's okay. Like I said.
Hey, Rox, is your big thing the paper trail? Do you have a paper trail issue?
See, that's what I said.
I should want to be able.
That becomes a cookie cutter thing for me.
No.
You're creating a cookie cutter.
Oh, I'm creating
by doing that.
I'm creating a story where I can.
You're creating cookie cutter.
I can understand where the villain's coming from.
Like, hey, Drake, kill this nigga for me, man. Go ahead, man.
Rock. Is it the fact that there's no plot development with that bad guy?
There is no plot development. Literally, Cell was like, you know what? I just want to scrap niggas. Like, that's your.
Wait, you can't just. I was about to say that.
Like, that's your. That's
the job.
Your main.
But that's the job.
Niggas.
Hey, don't do that. Go put that back.
Like,
that's the job.
Like I said, in DBZ world, I can create a villain, and for you guys to like it, it just has to be attached to somebody who's magically doing something, and you guys can't give me a hint. Like I said, if Vegeta this whole time still had malice against Goku and was creating or training somebody in the background, and just because and if you don't see that, you're okay with it. That's what you're telling me.
Hey, Dre, smoke this nigga, please.
That's not even close. So all right. So your thing is One Piece. The main villain in One Piece does what?
He's been around for the beginning.
Okay, but what's he doing? Okay, so in the middle of the series, what is that villain doing?
I can't destroy it because I want you to watch it, but he does something.
I'm not gonna watch One Piece. Explain.
None of us.
Hey, go ahead. Tell us.
That shit is way too long.
Spoilers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, Rox.
All right. So in One Piece, not even halfway through, he finally gets a devil fruit that he wants. The devil fruits are like the power, like it gives you power. So he found the power that he wanted. Because he's been chilling, but he's been there. He's been riding around with one of the greatest pirates.
Let's scrap, Dre.
He's been riding around with them, just chilling, letting everybody he's like, you know what? You can be the leader of that division. I don't really want it. He's like, I'm waiting for something. So he's been scheming. Then he finally finds the devil fruit that allows him to have this darkness power.
He's in the background scheming.
Hey.
My Hero Academia. Everyone's in the background.
And do we need 615 episodes for us to find the fuck out what he's scheming?
Listen.
Like, nigga, do they have? Hold on, Rox. You seen that series in its entirety, right? You're caught up.
I'm caught up.
Okay, so here's my question. When does Blackbeard actually make an appearance?
I don't know exact episode.
We're talking about a bad guy.
Yeah.
That does not show the fuck up to be a bad guy.
Is that not Cell?
No. He
That
shows up to bad guy.
A bad guy.
He shows up to do his job. Blackbeard is not showing up to do his job. That nigga's getting paid for nothing. Nigga, for real.
Wait, hold on. What do you mean, like he's not showing up? So he's been there. He's been riding around with them.
Yes.
That's the best part about it is that.
But has Luffy had an actual encounter with this bad guy?
Yeah, absolutely.
He has?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, listen. Yeah, see, that's.
Okay, wait. Okay, I want to ask you. I just want.
This is the best part. This is the best part about it.
Okay, go ahead.
For development for the main villain. The Blackbeard killed Luffy's brother.
Say it again. Say it
What?
again. I can't hear you.
Blackbeard killed Luffy's brother.
That's it?
What do you mean that's it?
How long did you wait to see this villain to hear that, okay, he killed his brother?
What? That's a pivotal part. What happened with Cell? What did he do? Break Vegeta's arm and that's it?
No, that was 18.
He beat Goku.
Goku let that shit happen.
I'll give you that. Yeah, kudos.
Stop.
Hey, touche.
Yeah, Goku knew he wasn't going to win.
Touche.
That's trash. And
No, waiting 400 episodes to hear one pivotal moment is trash.
That's how you know you're getting trash writing when they have to back because they were going to go with Gohan as the new character, as the main character, but they was like, you know what? Our writing is so trash, we have to back. And am I wrong? They were going to go.
Who you asking? Who you asking, Rox?
I'm asking all y'all.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Hey, is Gohan not in a do-rag now? Being famous man? This nigga wearing a do-rag.
Nigga said, ain't he in a do-rag? Listen. I don't feel like Goku let that happen. I feel like Goku knew that he couldn't beat him. I love that part.
So why'd he fight him?
Because he's a Saiyan. He has a left battle regardless. He had to go in there and see what he was up against and then train Gohan so Gohan knew what he was going to be up against.
No, I'm not buying it.
Oh, okay. It comes down to not buying it.
Wait, hold on. Now I gotta say, it just makes the story even better.
I trained you. I found out you were stronger than me because you have this bent up power. Go and just destroy this nigga. No, not. Hey, watch your dad get killed, and then you fight. No, like what?
But it kind of makes the story a little bit tighter now that you say it like that, because shit, if they spent this time in this hyperbolic time chamber together, it gives the story a little bit more depth, so that this motherfucker knows, hey, I can't do this, son. Why don't you go wear this nigga out?
Yeah, and I know the perfect place, the hyperbolic time chamber, where I can train you to be stronger than I could be.
And then
period.
Watch this. And then they scrapped that because it wasn't good.
What you mean?
What?
They
put that in there.
No. They made it so Gohan's supposed to be stronger than Goku, right?
Yeah.
Why is that not the case no more?
Hey, we're not talking about Boo.
No.
You're trying to deviate. You're trying to deviate. You're deviating. You're deflecting, sir. You're going into Boo. You're going into Boo. No, sir.
But
hey, what was my argument from the beginning? I said after Cell.
That's the storyline they were going with, right?
Hey,
so
no, hey, you might have lost. You might have lost since you're deflecting. You're deflecting, Rock, so you might have lost, bruh.
No,
you lost.
Deflecting.
You lost because I clearly said I'll give you Majin Buu, but you're not getting Cell. We talking about Cell, not what happened after Cell.
No, we're talking about all the. Hold on. You don't
Hey, you might have lost.
No, you don't
Be careful. You might lose.
You don't need to have the one main villain and that's it. Like, hey, I'm gonna give you this. Not that don't work like that.
You about to lose, Rox.
You gotta take all the main villains, right? Cell was whack because first off, he had no real backstory. Second of all,
if you say Majin Buu, you lost.
How? Is he not a main
because
villain?
we're not talking about Majin Buu.
So you don't.
I gave you Majin Buu. If I handed you a W, we're not talking about him no more. You were stuck on Cell. We're talking about the Cell saga.
Okay, I'll keep it at the Cell.
Okay.
I'll keep it at Cell. So
okay.
You're giving me. Hold on. Let me make sure we're clear. So the only main villains we're going to agree on is Frieza, right? Frieza had a
Raditz, Nappa, Vegeta, Frieza. I'm not taking Captain Ginyu, and Cell Saga. All of that.
Ginyu was a buddy anyway.
That was trash. That whole fight scene was trash. Pissed me off.
What, Captain Ginyu?
That whole fight scene with the nigga who stopped time, that shit took like 8 episodes for him to beat that nigga. It pissed me off.
Stop time. What you talking about?
Oh,
the guy who holds his breath from the Ginyu Force to stop time.
Oh yeah.
Ginyu Force trash. I'll give you that.
So the thing is with all of Raditz and Vegeta, that leads up to Frieza. So technically, Frieza would be the main villain, right?
Okay.
So that's how, like, that would be like how it is with One Piece. You got all these characters that leads up to Blackbeard.
I think Rox works for the MCU, nigga. I'm out of
here. Then, when everything's, this is where it gets bad. When they realized they had nothing they had nothing else after Frieza, they were like, "Fuck, everything's all nice and Dory. Let's take Dr. Gero and not make him the main villain. No, not make him the main villain, but make him magically have all this stuff that he's making up. Make this villain who's going to be the main villain, and just say, hey, he has to just do this, and now he'll be stronger than everybody. That doesn't make you mad. That you didn't.
No, because they took a character that's still there, but they gave him something different, something that he was working on, something to bring him into the present time. So if you look at One Piece and My Hero, it's really no different. You put the villain in the background. They're scheming, but you can do technically anything you want with this fucking character while they're in the background. It's really no different.
That's where you're wrong, because those My Hero's
it's the same shit.
No, My Hero's villain's been there since forever.
I gotta agree.
You thought?
Okay. They're there now. They're going to be there 600 episodes later. It doesn't matter. It's still the same concept, but they're writing it differently.
It's really not, because they with all was it the villain one is All for One or whatever? He showed you
All for One
protege. He showed you that he was working to make this character the strongest one. They don't do that with Cell. He magically fucking pops up. Not, oh hey, Dr. Gero. If you'd have been, you know what? I would say I lost if Dr. Gero was like late and Dragon Ball was like, I'm working on something. If he even just said that one line, I got something for you, and then let it alone, you would like, I would like, you know what? That nigga said that shit in chapter 5, long time ago, and let us know like, damn, this nigga had something in the works long time ago. That's what you do for the readers, and you know what? As a reader. If you were like so big into Dragon Ball Z, you would remember that. Damn, he said this.
And then your cookie still doing the cookie cutter shit though.
There's no such thing as a cookie cutter shit.
I just compared that to My Hero and One Piece. They both do that same concept that you're talking about. Okay, the villains here, they do whatever it is, they introduce them. They get
way before. Well, not One Piece, but.
What was another one? Naruto and the Akatsuki.
Yeah.
That wasn't the main villain. Sorry, that's like the Ginyu.
No. Hey, he's right.
They were. Madara was the main villain, but still,
Madara was the main villain. But They came out of nowhere too, my nigga. Like that was the future villain, right?
Ginyu Force. So that doesn't work.
You comparing the Akatsuki to the Ginyu Force?
No, but that's basically the same level of like that's not the main villain. That's a team. I mean,
no, Akatsuki got busy, nigga. What?
I get that. I'm not saying they do.
Akatsuki was fucking people up. Not even close to the same level.
But that's the same like level of like what they did. They weren't the main character. They were being used. Like the Ginyu Force was being used by Frieza. Akatsuki was being used by Madara. Wrong or right?
Which also touches on the other point that I had before. You got the main villain over here, but you throw all these other villains in the mix to fill the story in. Dragon Ball doesn't need to do that because they create the villain, they present you the villain, then they create the villain, they give you the backstory after that, and shit gets cracking. Like we don't need all this buildup for what they're bringing. It's the same way with Bleach. Bleach doesn't do these in-depth villain creations, but the Aizen saga was fucking dope. What they did with the Espadas though, that was clean.
About Bleach.
But at the same time, Aizen didn't need like this backstory of when I was a child and the Soul Reapers did this and that, and it wasn't all that. His backstory was actually touched on a little bit through other characters that stayed by his side. But the Espada arc in general was fucking clean.
I've never watched Bleach like that, but
neither have I feel you.
Sure, and this is just a hunch and a guess. I'm pretty sure he just didn't pop up out of nowhere, and they hinted at him before he even showed up. I'm pretty sure they did that.
No, Aizen was there since the beginning, but the Espada were not. That's the point. So you have the villain, then you create all these other villains to fill it in.
Is Ivan the main villain?
I just said that.
So then I was.
But you didn't know he was a villain at first.
That's fine. That's story. That's a story.
Yeah, that story. But like I just said, it's the same cookie cutter shit though. You present him here. Well, in his case, you don't know he's a villain, but he's there since the beginning. Now you find out he's the bad guy. But in order to get to that bad guy, now you throw all these other villains in the mix. Like everybody does that. That's cookie cutter. That's what X was talking about earlier. DBZ takes a different route.
That's first off, that's shock value. First, if you didn't know he was the villain, and then he comes out being the villain, that's just shock to you right there. Damn, I didn't expect that. That's what you get from that. Instead of, oh, here comes a villain. Oh, he sucks up one of the androids. Now he's stronger than Vegeta and breaks his arm. I don't know why they always do that in Dragon Ball Z, where Vegeta's holding his arm, getting broken. That nigga's arm's been broken like 8 times. Then he gets the next one. Now he's almighty and powerful. Like, do you think if you think about it, he really didn't go through any struggles to get as strong as he does the main character for Dragon Ball Z? That sucks. Like, this villain just doesn't have to do much. All he has to do is he basically has to be a Pokemon master or an android master, catch a couple androids, and now he's strong.
Yeah, he had to catch them, but at the same time, he was not stronger than the Saiyans when he first popped up.
So he basically had to be Ash Ketchum to these androids.
But Vegeta allowed Cell to achieve his perfect form because of his own arrogance. So technically, no, he wasn't stronger than them when he showed up. He could have easily been destroyed. That series could have ended fast as shit.
That's how terrible that is. Like that doesn't sound terrible to you?
Oh shit. Uh-oh.
Just to make this story.
Hey, Rox, it's cool if you want to be part of the MCU, bruh. Go over there with that cookie cutter shit, nigga, and lay the villain down in the first movie, show who he is, and then because he's in the beginning, bring him back towards the end to wrap it all up. You're talking about Thanos. That's all. It doesn't make the formula for a great story, and that's what you're trying to tell me. Because he's not there in the beginning, it means that it's not a good story. I don't agree with that. You're automatically creating the cookie cutter for yourself.
Quick question.
And I think that's whack.
Did you watch all the MC movies?
Yeah, I've seen them all.
Why?
Because I'm a comic book fan. I want to see if they do it correctly.
So when you saw Thanos, when they showed you that little face of him, you didn't want more?
I wanted to see Thanos, absolutely.
My nigga.
No. Hold on.
Hold on.
Watch this. Okay, go ahead.
Tell me if you wanted to see more when you find out that villain is.
No, it had nothing to do with wanting to see more. I wanted to see him.
The villain.
I wanted to see Thanos. Yeah.
Yeah, the villain. You wanted to see more. Yeah.
Thanos is one of my favorite villains.
Okay.
Okay.
Why? Because it's not because he just popped up out of nowhere. It's because you know his story.
That's bad.
So then why is it? Because you don't know Cell's story, but he pops up out of nowhere.
Avengers 1. If they would have went into the second movie and it had a backstory on Thanos, hey, that has nothing to do with what we're talking about. You're talking about the build-up. The build-up has nothing to do with. Hey, I'm gonna tell you this right now. They have to build up Blackbeard in your series because he doesn't mean shit. I already know about Thanos, so that's bad. Trying to use Thanos with me. That's horrible. I wanted to see him because I know about Thanos.
Even if
you have to build up Blackbeard.
Even with your books, you have to figure out about Thanos. It still works. It's not, you didn't know Thanos right off the bat was that nigga until you read about how he had to get those Infinity Stones. That's the same thing.
Hey,
it's
Rox, let's take.
Hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
If Thanos just popped up with like three Infinity Stones, and then Captain America, just because he wanted to fight him, was like, here, take these other stones, and now you're almighty. And then I want to fight you.
I wouldn't care.
That's trash.
But no. Okay, I'm gonna tell you why I wouldn't care. Because I know about him. You trying to use Thanos against me is horrible, nigga.
Hey, you're helping me out by saying that you know about it because you had to go through a story with him.
You using me and Thanos is a bad thing. That's
no. You're literally helping me because
I have Deathstroke. There's Deathstroke, and then there's Thanos for me.
You know about.
I mean, no. I'll take that back. It's Magneto, Deathstroke, and Thanos with me.
Magneto.
My favorite bit. Yeah,
that's
he's one of my favorite.
Hey, if you want to use Magneto, you know his backstory.
Yes. So if in a movie, I'm gonna tell you why you lost this. So in a movie, if they showed me after Avengers 1, after X-Men 1, let's just use Thanos. They showed me Thanos. I want to see Thanos immediately. I don't give a fuck about building the story around him. So that's horrible trying to use that against me because I'm gonna automatically want to see him right away. If they would have showed me in the second movie, I'm straight. It had nothing to do with dropping the breadcrumbs. Let me tell you this, Rox. Does that apply to everything you see? As long as you mention them, the hit is harder at the end. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yeah, you have to.
No, you don't have to. See, you lost.
That's a personal preference.
You lost, nigga. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. You lost, my nigga. You lost.
I stopped myself before I finished that part.
Okay. Go ahead. I'll let that slide, nigga. Go ahead.
It's always about your own story, of course.
Okay.
But you can't tell me it's a great story when you're just throwing. You don't like Wonder Woman, right? Because the second one, because
keep going, my nigga. Walk right into that trap.
There is no trap. They threw.
No, there was a trap. You was about to lead yourself into a trap. Go ahead.
Because they just threw something at you, right?
Okay.
They just threw Cell at you, and so it can make.
I don't think.
Hold on, because they.
Okay, go ahead.
They brought somebody back to say, okay, he's attached to this, with no hint, no kind of.
Why did you need a hint? Why you need a hint?
Why would you not? Like, why would you accept that? Just okay. How about this, X? Let's just use real life. A kid just pops up into your life.
I wanted to use real life with you, and you didn't want to answer it. So if we're gonna use real life, let's do it right now.
Okay. A kid pops up, 15 years old. You're my dad.
Okay.
You don't want to know the backstory. Doesn't tell you anything else you're my dad. Let's move on from this. Let's build this. Let's build this bond, Dad.
I'm confused, nigga. How is
No,
that
I
the
get what
same
he's saying.
thing?
I get what he's
No,
saying.
I
Kid
get what
pops
you.
out of nowhere.
Hold on.
I get what he's trying to do, but I don't see how that makes sense to what we're
How?
talking about.
How does it not? That's what Dragon Ball Z does. They
They
bring
gave you a
somebody
backstory.
afterwards. Hold on. I'm telling you that.
Yeah.
I
So if the kid pops up, what's the backstory? Oh, okay, that makes sense.
So you want that, but then he comes out of nowhere. He gives you a backstory, and now you believe it.
Yeah. That's what Cell did. Popped
Cell
up out of nowhere. Backstory. Okay, let's rock. I'm confused.
So if this kid just popped up out of nowhere and was like,
Mhm.
"You're my dad,"
Backstory.
hold on,
Backstory.
hold on. It comes later.
Don't get away from the backstory.
It
Okay,
comes
go ahead.
later. Right?
Oh, just like Cell came later. The backstory came later.
It came
What's
later.
that?
So
Yeah.
he's like this. Hey, Dad, can we hang out and get a bond for 2 weeks, and then I'll tell you my backstory?
Nah, that's not what happened, bro. Sorry. Nice try. Done. That's not what happened, bro.
He didn't just pop up and then it came later.
It popped up. Where's this nigga coming from? What's up with this nigga? Backstory. Period. That's what happened. That's what happened.
He was fucking shit up before that.
No, he was around the city. He was around the city. Niggas was like, what the fuck is going on? Who is this nigga? They seen him. Oh, what the fuck? Found out his backstory. That's what happened. Do you remember it? Do you remember this vividly? Because hey, this is my shit. We talking about my shit now.
Okay.
Okay. So vividly, if you remember vividly, after the androids had their little thing going, they found out about Cell and how if he absorbed the androids, he could turn into a perfect Cell. Right? Are you with me?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay. His backstory came maybe two episodes, maybe an episode. His backstory came after that, how he came to be.
After he was fucking shit up?
No, he wasn't fucking shit up. He was absorbing random people in the city. They came, seen,
That's not
visited him.
That's not something.
They just found out about him. They just found out about him.
So he just popped up out of nowhere.
Hey, okay. I'm giving you the pop up out of nowhere, but you use that for the analogy of the kid, and then we got a backstory. So I'm confused on what you're saying. It's not making sense to me. We got a backstory still.
So, and then let's go back to the kid, and say if you don't remember, or there was no hint of like you remembering, like, oh, I did mess with this girl to make this my kid. But if he gives you a backstory of like, oh well, you know this person's name, you know this woman, but you don't remember ever messing with her. Are you still believing it? Are you still believing it?
I think you're slowly dying, nigga. That's what I think's happening right now. Rox is dying, nigga.
That requires research right there. Yeah. You can't just give a backstory in this situation.
Nah, nigga. And you can't just give a whack ass analogy like you're trying to do, bruh. The backstories explain, okay, I know where you came from. Let's rock. Let's build this relationship. 15-year-old kid.
No.
I took a blood test. You mind? Let's rock.
You gotta take the blood test.
No, hold on. That would be the backstory. That would be the backstory.
That's not a backstory.
No, hold on. That would be part of the backstory, finding out, okay, we took the blood test. How we can correlate this with Cell. We found out the backstory, right?
So you're not. So let me ask you something. So you're not rocking with the kid until you get that blood test come back?
Hey, that's why it's a bad analogy. I'm trying to explain to you, nigga. It's a horrible one. I'm trying to explain to you. That's what
they were doing with Cell. They told you rock with this nigga, and
it's not a horrible backstory though. Are you frozen? Are you frozen, Carl? Okay, yeah, Carl's frozen.
Yeah, he is.
All right, here we go.
I thought he was hella listening. Like I thought that nigga was intently.
Yeah.
I was about to say, I got him. Did I get him? hey, Rox. I'm trying to tell you this, and you need to get on because I need to whoop your ass for this crazy shit you talking, nigga. Listen. Here's what I'm talking about. It's a horrible analogy of what you're trying to put together with this kid thing. I think you really need to use something else, because if it's only about learning about the backstory, and if I accept it or not, yes, I do. So let's rock. Once you put the blood test in it, it changes the format that we're using now.
So the whole thing
because now I need to prove if it's true. I don't need to prove if anything in the Cell saga is true or not.
So the whole argument is that a great storyline?
Yeah, so it would take the blood test out of the equation. The blood test is no. This analogy you're using with the blood test, it takes it out, because that's a way to confirm if that kid is yours or not. That changes everything.
But then at least that would make it more of a story with Cell.
Nah.
It's like here.
Nah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna let you slide, and we'll get rid of the whole kid showing up storyline. What I'm saying to you is, bruh, Cell and that explanation with Dr. Gero, the scientist, it all comes back full motion. Okay, now I understand. Let's rock. And I liked everything after that.
It's not a full circle.
Yes, it is.
No, because
Tell me where.
It's a straight line, because
Tell me where.
There's nothing that shows like, hey, in the beginning of like when you saw Dr. Gero, this started.
Wait, what? Say that again?
There's nothing to start with Dr. Gero when you first meet him to give you that start to go to that story.
And why are you talking about that?
What do you mean? About Dr. Gero?
No. Why are you talking about that? What are we marveling it? Are we cookie cuttering it?
Hold on. Why are we bringing that when you're talking about something that came after Dragon Ball Z?
No, because it's not
really cookie cutter.
Hey, Rox, it's funny. I love this conversation, because you're running yourself into a wall to the point of it only makes it good. It only makes it okay. It only makes it. Hold on, Rox. Listen to me. It only makes it good for you if he was mentioned somewhere.
Yeah. I don't like.
Is that not the definition of cookie cutter, like a motherfucker?
No.
Because once that's in a building, it's okay for you, right?
That would make it. It would make it a story that has a backstory, or a back to that you can go back and look at from the beginning. Not, I'm just going to drop this here and then magically say this guy.
Oh, you want it to be like One Piece? That's what's going on here. Okay, so everything has to be like One Piece to be good to Rox. I understand.
In your opinion, One Piece is probably the greatest anime written.
Do I think that?
Yeah.
It's my favorite. Do I think it's the best?
Okay.
Because
I can say Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is probably one of the favorite.
That's a motherfucking story, and it has nothing to do with characters being laid out in the beginning or nothing. You're telling a story. No, hold on.
Hold on. You heard about Father long time ago. Now, if you if there's a way Dragon Ball Z would do it, if it's Full Metal Alchemist, Father would just pop up out of nowhere and then
if he did, what is the problem? Rox, what's the problem? Bruh, are we understanding that there is a multitude of ways to tell a story?
Absolutely.
If he has to be mentioned, that makes it down to one necessary way to tell a story. If out of your mouth comes he wasn't mentioned, that means you're putting yourself in a box, man. My guy, you're putting yourself in a box.
I'm for not lazy writing. You
Nah.
Hold on, no.
Hey.
You yourself said that you do not like lazy writing. That is
okay.
I
don't think so. I don't.
If you can accept Cell how he showed up, then you should be able to accept Wonder Woman how they just threw her back in time.
Okay, let's talk about lazy writing. Since you wanna, let's do this. Rocks, I'm about to murder you, nigga. Was Steve Trevor mentioned in the first movie?
Steve Trevor? That was the.
Rox, you're not saying Wonder Woman was good, right?
No. Hold on.
Okay.
But I'm about to show you good writing compared to Rocks. Steve Trevor?
He's the boyfriend, right?
Yeah, he was mentioned in the first movie, right?
He was in the first movie. So what is that going?
No. I'm saying then they brought him back in the second movie. He was mentioned, right?
He was
Earlier.
absolutely mentioned.
Okay, cool. So that's good writing according to you, right?
He was also mentioned before that.
No. I'm talking about how they brought him. They brought him back in the second one. There should be no problem. Right?
Right.
Okay. Is there a problem with how Steve Trevor came back?
No.
Son, chill, bro. There's no problem with that?
That doesn't make that's not the reason the movie was bad. But
No. I want to know that part. How they brought him back.
How did they bring him back again? I forgot.
She made a wish.
Yeah,
No.
that's all.
Oh yeah, sure did.
On the magic wishing stone.
Yeah, that's not a problem. Where's the problem at? I'm trying to see how you're killing me.
No. You don't see a problem with that, but making a wish to bring back a nigga
fell out.
to bring back a nigga because he was stapled in the first movie. You made a wish and brought him back. There's nothing lazy about. There's nothing lazy about that.
Hey, watch out!
Hold on.
Is that not Dragon Ball Z? Every wish with a Dragon Ball.
They bring him back every wish. They do bring that nigga back.
Hold on. I'm trying to. Okay, nice try. I'm about to kill you.
Hold on.
Why is that? Hold on, Rock.
Hold on. Is that not what you explained?
Okay, cool. I'm trying to point out the fact that you don't think that's. Hold on. I'm trying to point out the fact that you don't think that's lazy writing because his. Okay, thank you, sir. Because his foundation was laid down in the first movie.
So is that
you say you don't see nothing wrong with that? Hold on. No. We're not talking about me. I'm talking about you right now. I'm talking about your idea of lazy writing.
You see that, Carl?
No, hold on. No. I don't think the Dragon Ball Z shit is lazy writing. We're not talking about that.
No.
I'm talking about according to your map. According to your map, that should be lazy writing, right? That's not according to your map. That shouldn't be lazy writing, right?
That she did that.
That they laid the foundation of Steve Trevor in the first movie.
Yeah, that's not lazy writing.
You're putting yourself in that's a box like a motherfucker.
So,
that's a box like a motherfucker.
Watch how I back him. Watch how he has to.
That's a box.
So is that lazy writing for you?
What?
There's a foundation of a person. They made a wish and he came back. Is that lazy writing to you?
Lazy writing to me?
That is lazy writing. I'm sorry. That's lazy writing. Okay. That's lazy writing.
Hold on. Why doesn't he have a problem with that though?
Why would I don't have a problem with Dragon Ball Z doing that.
No. I want to know with the Wonder Woman thing you brought up. Why don't you have a problem with that? It's lazy writing.
I'm sorry. That shit was funny.
What are you talking about? With Wonder Woman.
Why don't you have a problem with that?
Just that part?
Yeah.
That's not lazy writing. Now,
it's saying the same thing.
But we just said that was.
It's saying the same thing.
Hold on. No, I'm asking X because me, when you did that,
I'm cool with. Let me tell you this. I'm gonna put this out here right now. I'm cool with everything up until the point of sale. After sale.
Yeah,
I love all of it. I love all of it. Let's get it.
Nostalgia.
Hey, I love everything that's told from the beginning to the end of cell. Now,
let's clear something up. You can love it. That's fine. But you also got to understand that is lazy writing. I'm not saying you're not supposed to love it. You can love whatever the fuck you love. But that is lazy writing on the cell part. It's lazy writing.
Nah, I don't think so.
And
I don't think so.
For somebody who does, Dre, this is for you and X, somebody who don't like putties, they gave you putties.
Hold on. How they do putties? Let me hear.
Cell Juniors, what were they?
Oh, there was some putties. Thing.
Thank you. So
No, that does that nothing. That has nothing to do with what we're talking about. Lazy writing and the whole cell, the conception of cell. You're talking about a part of the story. I'm talking about a conception of cell. Is that lazy writing?
Yes.
Okay, but you don't think lazy writing is making a wish to bring a nigga back?
You're literally about to describe Dragon Ball Z.
Because he was in the first movie.
That's Dragon Ball Z. So
no, well, okay, cool. I just told you I'm cool with it.
But that's the premise of Dragon Ball Z. That always.
Hold on. I'm gonna take this partial L just to get my L on this nigga.
Hold on.
I am a fan of lazy writing. Now rocks. Now rocks.
Hold on.
Now rocks.
Carl.
Now.
Carl, have I ever said anything that I never said? I hate that they make wishes to bring people back. Have I ever said
no, sir?
Have I ever said that?
hey, sir, we're not even talking about that. I'm about to fucking flambe your ass, nigga. Now, the fact, I'm about to show you the epitome of lazy writing. The fact that they laid the groundwork for this Steve Trevor nigga and Wonder Woman 1 makes it okay, and Wonder Woman 2.
Technically, in Wonder Woman 1, that wasn't when the foundation was laid down.
Of Steve Trevor? The character Steve Trevor?
That's not when the foundation was laid down.
Okay, explain to me where the foundation was laid down.
When Batman versus Superman. With the picture, when they have the photo, that's the first time you see Steve Trevor.
How is that groundwork?
Because that's a picture of her when she
hey, this nigga Rocks loves.
You are reading.
No, hold on. I will tell you, he loves the way that story goes about in One Piece. He's applying it to every. I'm telling you, One Piece has clouded your way of telling a story.
No,
I believe so. I believe so because you're only using your own, but it's not a different story though.
How's it not?
Rocks, how do you not see you're putting yourself in a box by doing that? The whole laying the groundwork is not lazy.
Is that not how story a story should go? You should lay the groundwork.
Look at you. A story should go. There's a multitude of ways of telling a story, man. What are you talking about?
Hold on.
There should never. Hey, that's the pit. Hey, Carl, I'm gonna need you to look over here at me, bro. When you say, "Isn't that how it should go?" Is that not the epitome of a fucking box, nigga? Right or wrong?
Creatively,
okay.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Creatively, yes.
Yes.
If we're talking about having a good story, it should have certain stuff going on in it. You can't.
No, see, here you're putting yourself in a box.
But see, that's what I'm saying. You can't really say. You can't say how something should go. Look at fucking Quentin Tarantino's movie, fucking Pulp Fiction. The shit starts from the end and then jumps around through the whole movie.
And a lot of times there ain't shit happening.
There ain't shit going on. But it's one of the greatest movies to me because the story was told differently, and the story was deep and dope and all type of crazy shit.
Memento, one of my fucking favorite movies, bruh. Memento was told backwards.
Hold on. Was Kill Bill
backwards?
Was Kill Bill a good movie?
Well, yeah, it was all right.
He's gonna use the fact that Kill Bill was the beginning of That's a box like a mother. Hey, here we are, 4 individuals on this screen that scream create. I don't know about y'all, but I scream creativity.
Oh, you know I do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I scream creativity, and when you sitting here telling me that the ways to tell a story is this, I would say you're wrong. Creativity is endless. It's fucking endless.
I absolutely agree with that. Also, we all here, us four individuals, also scream we don't like lazy writing.
True.
So
Okay.
when I see lazy writing, I'm going to call it out. I don't care about a nostalgia. I'm going to care about why you just giving me this, and where do you feel like I can just accept it? I'm not me personally. I'm not just going to accept you just giving me this.
Watch this. Rocks, you don't consider box writing lazy writing?
What?
You don't consider what you were explaining to us lazy writing?
No. Why would it be lazy? Why is building something up a lazy writing?
In a certain way. Let's get that clear. You have a certain way you want it.
No.
You have a certain way you want it. No. Let's keep it real.
No. There's different ways. One Piece, Black Clover.
No, I'm not talking about
White
different
Hero.
ways. I'm talking about what you've explained over and over again on this live. You a certain way.
Character?
No. Leaving breadcrumbs. Breadcrumbs.
No. So it doesn't have to be breadcrumbs because.
But that's what you've been explaining, though.
No.
You've been explaining breadcrumbs.
My hero
That's
is not a
That's
breadcrumb.
not a bad way to tell a story.
Yeah, but
but
my hero is not a breadcrumb.
There's multiple ways to tell a
I
story.
love my hero. My hero is not breadcrumb. They give you the villain, and
Hey,
you watch it develop. That's not a breadcrumb. That is, here's the villain. Here's why he's done it. Before he
Hey,
even
Rox,
goes into
what
stuff.
have you been talking about on this screen right here? What have you been talking about? Because it's lazy writing because they popped up out of nowhere. It isn't lazy writing because you knew that the villain was there the whole time. Am I right or wrong, nigga?
Not even just the villain. Like Dre said with Bleach, you didn't know he was a villain, but he's in there, and you see him develop, and then he moves on and becomes a villain. That's another way of writing a story. He doesn't have to start out as a villain, and you can move it on. That's not lazy writing.
But that was my example. That was my example.
So you help me. So you see where I'm coming.
Hey, I feel like another way to tell a fucking story is that the nigga Dr. Jerome was doing some secret shit, like making androids and making Cell. It's not lazy writing. You want to know where it went lazy writing? A fucking tournament. That's lazy writing. Period. Tournaments. That's lazy writing. I can't give you the backstory of Cell as lazy writing, point blank, period. Is it because you know it already? Is that it?
What do you mean if I know it already?
If you know it already, let's say that wasn't done, and you heard about it today, you wouldn't say that. I don't think you would say that.
Yeah,
Because that's another way of telling the story. If you didn't know about it already.
absolutely.
Oh, I don't agree with that.
I would think why we didn't see nothing beforehand, or why wasn't he shown? Like it.
Hey, Rob. Hey, Dre, look at me, Dre. You see how I did that? Like that was beautiful how I did that. You see that? That's why niggas can't fuck with me. Like you see what I'm saying? That nigga did exactly what I knew he was gonna do. Thank you. Hey, thank you.
You can't just
You ran straight to the shoebox, nigga. You ran straight to the shoebox. You ran straight to the shoebox, nigga. That's what you did, nigga.
How?
That's because that's your favorite way of telling a story.
I feel like that's not a lazy writing. Yes. Am I
Nah,
not allowed to, am I not, hold on, quick question. Am I not allowed to feel like that's lazy writing?
I feel like your
Yes.
one way of telling a story could be considered lazy writing because it's been done over and over again.
But if we go back to some of our podcasts, and you go back to when you say I didn't like this lazy writing, you're literally describing Cell or how they did Cell.
Nah, I don't think so.
I promise you, if you go back.
Hey, Carl, let me ask you. It's partially out of it, okay?
Word it.
Hold on. Yeah, I'm about to smooth walk into this club, nigga. So
you must not have ID. Go ahead.
Hey, just cause you work at clubs, nigga, don't mean you can judge me, nigga. Hey, okay, so here we go. I want to ask you: is it lazy writing because let's use not past tense but future tense? Is it lazy writing because you know about it already and can judge it, or is it lazy writing because of how it was put together? Because if you're telling me that lazy writing, I don't consider lazy writing pop up out of nowhere. That is a
Lazy-
fucking
lazy-
that is the
lazy writing-
hold on.
lazy
That
writing
is
is when you have-
that is an idea. That is
Lazy
the
writing is
epitome
when you
of
have
an
an ex
idea.
machina. Lazy writing is when you have your writing is filled with ex machinas, or basically ways out of situations that come out of
Yes,
nowhere.
ex machina
That's a
is
lazy
fucking terrible.
writing. That's
Ex
lazy.
machina. Okay, I'm glad you brought that up. I will explain ex machina to people that don't know what I'm talking. What Carl just said. I am about to get stabbed, and then a bird swoops by and grabs the knife out of my hand before I stab this individual. A bird, a random bird. Okay. Matter of fact, Ex Machina is the epitome of the Lord of the Rings movies, and that fucking bird comes out of nowhere.
Can I ask you something?
Okay, hold on. Do y'all know about the Lord of the Rings? Do y'all know about Lord of the Rings?
Yeah. I want to stick with the bird.
Been a while.
You remember that? Remember that damn bird that just comes out of nowhere?
Let me stick with the bird thing.
Okay.
So if the bird grabs the knife and takes it away, right?
Okay.
That's lazy writing to you, right?
Okay, go ahead,
now,
bro.
What if they give a backstory to the bird of why he did it? You're okay with it? After he did it.
Is that the same? Is that the same as Cell? Is that the same as Cell?
After he comes around, after the bird comes around, after you see it, while the bird is flying away, it gave it a backstory. You're okay with it?
Hey, hold on, Carl. Hold on. Wait. We're gonna dive into that. Okay. I'll answer your question. Yeah, it's lazy writing.
So, if that's lazy writing to you, and if that's that example you gave of the knife, you're about to get stabbed.
Yep.
And the bird coming out of nowhere.
We're talking about a random bird. Just a random bird. Go ahead.
So
go ahead.
A random bird.
Okay.
Came out of nowhere.
Okay. This nigga's about to die. Go ahead.
I already see where this is going.
Yeah, he's about to get crushed.
So okay. How is Cell not random?
Okay. Now, can I go?
How Cell not random?
Can I go?
Yeah.
Go.
Can I go?
Go.
Okay. Dr. Giroux showed up first, right?
And Dr. Giroux, I gotta interrupt, showed you nothing about Cell. I'm not asking about Dr. Giroux.
He explained the fact that hold on.
There's nothing ever when Dr. Giroux, because you're talking about the backstory.
Yeah,
I'm not asking you about the backstory.
He is the backstory. He is the backstory.
No, they
he showed up first.
So
no, they didn't. They didn't Ex Machina.
So then
he is the backstory.
Okay, so then that's fine.
Stop trying to take. Both y'all niggas did that. Stop trying to take Dr. Giroux out of the equation. He's the backstory. And he created Cell. Okay. And he created the androids.
Now with the bird.
Who created the bird?
Okay.
Was that somebody that showed? Hold on. Was that somebody that showed up to explain the bird?
Watch this. I'm gonna add the bird in the story. You, who's about to get stabbed, created the bird.
Dead. He's dead.
No. You're about to get stabbed. You created the bird, but we never knew about it until the bird took the knife.
It's the bird, Dr. Giroux, though.
You're Dr. Giroux.
No. That's why you're dead. Because the bird is random as fuck. It's random. No, it's not. Because Dr. Giroux showed up to explain what the fuck was going on. The very first one, Android 20, the very first one showed up first. The one that connects all of this showed up first. This random bird came out of nowhere and grabbed the knife.
Cell didn't come up out of nowhere. You just on this same podcast.
Hey,
you said Cell showed up. Then he started fucking shit up in the city.
Okay.
And then they explained. Then they gave me the backstory. Did you not tell me that?
Okay, that's another way of telling the story. We're not talking about Ex Machina.
I get that.
We're not talking. And Carl, you need nigga. Hey, nigga, I got smoke with you because you said that's Ex Machina. It's not.
It is.
That's not.
It is.
That's not. That's not. That's not Ex Machina.
That's how they explain the whole backstory.
No.
Dr. Gero,
yeah, Dr. Gero
in Dragon Ball came up with this entire concept. So now we found out, okay, this is where they came from because Dr. Gero from Dragon Ball made it into Dragon Ball.
A fucking bird that has nobody there to explain where it came from. You're comparing to Dr. Gero showing up and explaining the conception of all these things, the androids and everything. You mean to tell me that's the same as a random fucking pigeon flying by and grabbing the knife? No, it's not the same.
Backstory for that pigeon, though.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Did you have anybody show up to explain the pigeon? Or is it a pigeon from down the street? No, it's so you're trying to downplay. You're trying to downplay the explanation. You're trying to downplay it.
No. Listen,
there is no explanation for the pigeon at all.
Same one. Watch. Listen. The pigeon takes the knife.
Okay.
As the pigeon is flying away.
Okay.
You explain, because the person who stabbed you was like, wow, what the hell happened? You explain, oh, that's my pigeon. Without you knowing or anybody knowing, I've been training pigeons my whole life.
That's not what happened. That's not what happened.
That's the same thing, Carl.
That nigga just made up some crazy fucking whack ass. That's not. That is
I see
horrible,
where
nigga.
that, though.
I don't. Okay, well, you explain it then, because I don't. That shit was fucking terrible. No. Please explain something better. Please explain something better. Because the Ex Machina I'm talking about is something random happening to save the hero from getting stabbed.
Well, yeah, that's the Ex Machina.
Meaning there's no relation past, present, or future.
Nothing. No relation, nothing. No relation past, present, future, uncle, auntie, grandma, nothing, nigga. It's just a random pigeon that flew by and grabbed the knife.
Ow.
But I just gave it a backstory. You didn't want to accept it.
Ow.
I just gave you a backstory for it.
Rox, you gave me a backstory about a pigeon that I just made up right now. Is that the same as Dr. Gero being a scientist that works for the military?
But that person who's just about to
creating and had the ability to time travel.
So I just
is that the same?
Pigeon. I gave you a story. Watch this. Watch how this goes together. The person about to get stabbed is Dr. Gero. The pigeon is Cell. That's the same exact thing.
No.
Okay. That is okay. Okay. You know what'd be cool for Rox? As if the movie came on, this same pigeon we talk about flew past the screen. Then it's okay for him. Because they laid the groundwork for the pigeon that grabs knives.
Because 60 minutes in, hey, wasn't that pigeon the one that flew past?
That flew past and grabbed that knife from that nigga. So it's okay to grab this knife.
But you know what? Hey, if we're going with the Ex Machina thing, now if you saw in the beginning him training pigeons, that would cover that random pigeon.
I would catch y'all. I'll see y'all later.
Hey, Carl. They hate when you make a point. They hate when you make a point.
Hey, I'm gone out of here.
Hey,
I'll holler at y'all, my niggas. Y'all always gonna be my niggas. This nigga is gonna always be my nigga. I can't hear the nigga because my headphones are not around my head. So I will catch y'all later. I am out of here.